This is DagogetaTv. We're back with another episode. I'm your guy, Deme D. This is a new segment that I brought to celebrate Hip Hop 50th year anniversary. We're doing the Hip Hop 50 Unsung, where I point out to some other artists who have contributed to the game. You know, people who've come out before 2009, got at least 4 or 5 albums. You know, longevity in the game, or maintain high level of lyricism, or just impacted from where they're from. And, you know, don't get mentioned all the time, but definitely have contributed to the culture. So right now, you know what we've done? This is I don't even know what episode this is. We've done a lot of these. We've done New York. We've done Philly. We've done Chicago.
Cali.
We did Cali. We did New Orleans. So right now, I'm gonna point out to somebody from Miami, and no, it's not who you may think it is. I'm gonna talk about my guy, Trick Daddy Dollars, yo. He dropped the dollars, but definitely impacted his culture. We talk about Miami, Florida in the building. And I remember I was living in Jersey, and this dude who was like the most backpack. Shout out to my guy Yoshi. This guy was the most backpack, lyrical, drinical. He spit. That's the kind of rap he spit, and he was going to war for Trick Daddy.
Wow. Yeah, okay.
Telling us, yo, you gotta listen to this thing. We like, word? This www.thug.com, nigga? Because that's what was out at the time. And then he started talking about Nan. But Trick debuted in in 97. And his last album was 2009. So he put in that work. He has 8 solos, 1 EP, 1 mixtape. He's known for, you know, Nan, of course.
Right.
Shut Up, I'm a Thug, Take It to the House, Sugar, Thug Holiday, Let's Go with Lil Jon. He's worked with, you know, the legendary people like, you know, from his area, Luke, of course. He got Too Short, Twista, T.I., Jeezy, Young Buck, Big Boy, 8 Ball, Phil Mob, Ja Rule, even Ja Rule, Joey Breeze. So he's well respected in the game. I was introduced to him, I guess we all through Nan and shit.
Yes.
So one thing I'm gonna say about Trick, man, I had after I heard the album, I heard it later on. I realized like, yo, he really raps. He really raps. He has topics. He's just not sensationalizing the game. He actually has social commentary. He does a lot of shit. So salute to Trick.
I think I disagree with Trick Daddy being in this segment, because I don't think Trick Daddy's an unsung hero. I think Trick Daddy gets a lot of praise from everyone. He gets a lot of praise because one of them, Trick Daddy was one of the. He was, I think, with Slip and Slide Records. They were one of the ones to actually usher in that the way we look at Miami. Because prior to that, we looked at Miami as in like Luke. No, not Go-Go, Luke. Oh, yeah. Go-Go's DC. Luke. Okay. Like when you thought of Miami, you thought of Luke.
Stripper rap.
And Trick Daddy, we don't want to disrespect Miami, but but Miami had no strip clubs. But yeah, Trick Daddy, the whole Slip and Slide company, because it was Slip and Slide had him, and then they had Trina. But I think they ushered in that new way of how we looked at Miami. And Trick was like, he was at the time, maybe after he stopped making music, but while he was making music, he was looked at. He was looked at. Like, I think he was really popular. He was the Rick Ross before Rick Ross.
I'll say Trick was looked at in that regard more so of like entrepreneur, CEO, company to put on. But
that's my point.
What I'm saying, his music
is better than what people think.
His music had impact as well.
Yeah.
I think.
He's not in the way Conversation Ross is. Like, you see how people got Ross as the best on the top 10.
And we don't get Ross without Trick, right?
Because
we don't get Ross through Trick.
Yeah, people can definitely rap. That's another thing, like, I'm giving him credit because he definitely raps.
Okay, that's something that's like
Trick Daddy.
I wasn't on.
This is what I'm saying. Most people know him.
Trick Daddy. I was deep Trick Daddy fan.
So I would have to agree with you.
He raps. Like, he got topics. It's actually social commentary. Yeah, it's kind of like, I didn't know that.
He had great content. He could rap, and he had amazing beats.
I'm not saying he has amazing production.
Yeah, amazing. And
I'm not saying
he's
and
Trick Daddy. One of the things too with him, like he didn't have an issue with trying different things.
Tries a lot of different things.
He's one of, while everybody's starting to do it now, Trick Daddy was one of the first to have like the choruses with the kids in it. I don't know. Well, which is one of my favorite songs, World's Coming To.
Yeah, baby.
But he had the kids there, and then he also had he had that other song, the Take It to the House, where it had the drum beat like the drum line band joint. Like Trick Daddy did that.
Even Sugar with the banjo.
And those guys, like I think he's a platinum artist.
Yes,
so
definitely.
can y'all give me like comparisons? Because I just want to know on what level you see him at. Like, so like
lyrically,
like Juicy J.
Nah, he's way better than that.
Way better than that.
He's like right. He's under those type of. He's like right under T.I. and them. They just more clever.
Yeah, he's on that T.I. level. I think the only difference is
Big Boy. Like you saying, like he's that good?
Like,
no.
Right under them. Like they just more clever.
I'm not trying to disrespect him. I'm just trying to.
You naming
top 10.
You gotta name niggas like.
I think the only difference was with them. They more traveled outside of their region. Like Trick Daddy, he was well respected outside of his region, but I don't think he did as many like songs or features with people outside of like
Lil
Miami.
Flip like that. Slim Thug, Lil Flip.
I mean, I guess because Lil Flip is more like he's like baller. Thug is like
no,
Scarface.
I'm not talking about like.
Thug is like Scarface. I mean, that's another thing I want to shout out. Trick managed to name every album Thug, every album. So I gotta give him props for that.
And he made good music. Like he knew how to make songs.
He's like I say,
I'm not talking about content, right? I'm not talking like what he talked about, but I'm just talking about the way he put bars together.
He's like Scarface, Ice Cube, basically.
Word? He's that good.
Type. He's not that level, but that's the way he rhymed. They not using mad crazy bars and lyrics. They doing mad storytelling.
Storytelling.
You know what I mean?
That was a great storyteller.
He was a great storyteller.
He had great
They got
concepts.
wit here and there. They not here and there, but they got wit.
Okay.
So I'm saying he's on that type of vibe.
Okay.
I can see people from Miami.
Also, he's better than Flip.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Flip could rap, but I'm just saying Flip just raps, and sometimes he just throw words together. So yeah, he's better than Flip.
Okay.
He's better than Slim Thug. Like
And he made better music.
He made better music than them guys.
I think
it's more for like, it's just like anybody else. If you just want to hear party shit or just turn up shit, then maybe you like Slim Thug. He talks about other shit too, but he's Trick.
But Trick has that. Trick has the party shit, the turn up shit. He has
he's
that.
diverse.
I think the problem with the reason he's not regarded like you said like Rick Ross is because he didn't have as many features outside of his region like Rick Ross does. Rick Ross, T.I.
They got from the South basically.
Rick Ross and T.I. His production no, but if you look at T.I., you look at Rick Ross. They got a lot of, like, half the times, if it's one of them saying from Atlanta, you would know.
Ross comes from a different era. Remember, Ross is a 2000 artist, so it's different. They come from that everyone collabing, you don't even need permission.
You mentioned him, though. You know that was like...
No, but I'm just going
like
off
Rick Ross.
You're going off the reason he can't control the collabs, because you have to get...
I agree with that, but I was just saying that's one of the reasons, because he was like, why is he not mentioned, like...
No, not why. I'm saying, I'm just mentioning because I know they're not, and I know they got impact. But before we get out of here, I gotta. He has one album that doesn't have Thug in it. He has www.thug.com. Books of Thugs, Chapter 8K, Verse 47. Thugs Are Us. Thug Holiday. Thug Matrimony, Married to the Streets. Backed by Thug the Man. Finally famous, born a thug, still a thug. Let's go, Trick.
And ended off, I would say, Trick Daddy, like being a thug, right? He is what really the thugs want to be. That versatility and that level of making music about trapping, about the women, about outside, about the colleges, going to school,
things that's going on in his
everything that's really going on in real life.
Trick wasn't no fantasy rapper. It wasn't for movies. That's why I had to start like him. I'm so Ross is dope, but Ross is a movie rapper.
Yeah.
Trick, this shit ain't no movie, yo. It's like
I love a good movie.
We all do. See, but that's why Trick throws that other shit that ain't believable in there. He still gotta make it somewhat a movie. But salute the Trick. I mean, MIA in the building. This is again Hip Hop 50 Unsung. I'm your guy Deme D. Got my guy Stroll on Deme. In fact, y'all introduce yourself before we close out.
Stroll Mac, chilling.
You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, whatever is at the Rebel Rhome. That's the Rebel RHOME. Please don't forget the H.
You know what I mean? And Dutch Anthems, aka Haitian Pat. Shouts out to the Big Face Gary Show. Peace.
And we out.